let's get right into it. Childhood was fun, right? Cartoons, snacks, zero taxes. But hidden under all those playground memories are some sneaky little lessons that are still messing with your adult brain right now. Yep, some of the things you learned as a kid, things that seemed cute or harmless there, now quietly sabotaging your focus, your relationships, and your entire life strategy. Today, we're counting down 9 harmless childhood lessons that are secretly sabotaging your adult life and how to finally outsmart them. Imagine you're 5 years old. Some random adult at a family party says something weird or uncomfortable to you. What do your parents say? Be polite. Fast forward to adulthood, and boom, you've now been programmed to stay quiet and polite, even when people cross your boundaries. Your brain thinks saying no equals being rude. This lesson sounds innocent, but it quietly teaches you that keeping the peace is more important than protecting yourself. How to fix it? Start with micro no's. Practice politely declining tiny things, like a free sample or an unnecessary favor. Your brain will slowly relearn that setting boundaries isn't rude, it's just normal self-respect. Ah yes, the classic patience pep talk. You were told that if you wait long enough, everything you want will magically show up like a pizza delivery. Fast forward to adulthood, and suddenly you're still waiting. Here's the kicker. While patience is great for some things, this lesson often wires your brain to confuse waiting with passivity. You start to think success is about sitting quietly until someone hands you your dream life. How to fix it? Flip the script. For every goal, ask yourself, am I waiting or am I working? If the answer is mostly waiting, set one tiny action you can take immediately, even if it's awkward or scary. This slowly retrains your brain to prioritize action over wishful waiting. Remember being a kid and trying to quit an activity you hated, like piano lessons or soccer practice? Your parents probably said, "You can't quit. You have to finish what you started." On the surface, this teaches commitment. Great. But here's the hidden problem. This wires your brain to fear quitting, even when quitting is the smart choice. You start staying in bad jobs, bad relationships, or dead-end projects because you already invested too much. How to fix it? Use the sunk cost snap. Ask yourself, if I had zero emotional attachment, would I still continue this? If the answer is no, it's time to respectfully quit, and your brain will slowly rewire itself to respect strategic quitting. Some childhood lessons were basically survival tactics. And this one? Classic. Don't talk back to adults. Translation: shut up, smile, and don't question authority. Sure, it keeps kids from turning into tiny anarchists. But for adults, this mindset can wreck your confidence. You grow up thinking questioning others is disrespectful or dangerous. This teaches your brain to suppress opinions and miss out on opportunities for honest discussions and assertiveness. How to fix it? Start asking curious questions instead of challenging ones. Swap "Why are you wrong?" with "I'm curious. Can you explain more about this?" This allows you to speak up while keeping your brain in respectful curiosity mode instead of panic mode. Ah yes, the famous motivational chant. Practice makes perfect. You were told that if you just keep trying over and over, you'll eventually become flawless. Sounds inspiring, right? But here's the brain glitch nobody talks about. This trains your mind to obsess over perfection instead of progress. You start believing that mistakes are bad, that you shouldn't move forward until everything is flawless. Basically, you become that person who spends 6 hours color-coding their planner, instead of actually doing the task. How to fix it? Reframe it as practice makes progress. Literally repeat that phrase every time your brain spirals into perfectionism. Your brain will start associating practice with improvement, not flawlessness, which makes it way easier to actually start things. You probably heard this one at least 1,000 times growing up. Sharing is caring. It's basically childhood rule number one. And yes, sharing is great. But here's the hidden brain trap. This phrase often wires you to feel guilty when you don't want to share. You grow up believing that your worth is tied to how much you give away your time, your money, your energy. Eventually, your brain starts associating saying no with being selfish. How to fix it? Use the oxygen mask rule. Before saying yes to anything, ask, do I have enough resources to do this without hurting myself? If the answer is no, it's totally okay to skip and your brain will slowly normalize self-respect over guilt sharing. Somewhere along the way, this became the ultimate pep talk. Fake it till you make it. It sounds empowering, but also slightly shady, right? Here's the brain problem. This lesson often makes people obsess over appearances instead of competence. You start prioritizing looking confident, looking successful, looking smarter than becoming those things. And soon, your brain learns to chase validation instead of actual mastery. How to fix it? Use learn it while you fake it. For every situation you're faking confidence, pair it with active learning behind the scenes. This rewires your brain to value growth, not just pretending and you'll actually make it faster than you think. You were probably taught to stay humble from a young age. Bragging? Bad. Showing off? Evil. Sure, humility has its place, but this lesson can secretly wire your brain to fear recognition. You start downplaying your wins, rejecting compliments, and hiding your talents just to stay humble. Your brain soon links success with discomfort. And guess what happens next? Self-sabotage. How to fix it? Use the thank you and trick. When someone compliments you, say, thank you, then add one fact about your effort or process. This lets your brain practice accepting praise without feeling like you're bragging and slowly breaks the humility guilt loop. Every kid hears this. Rules are rules, just follow them. And sure, some rules exist for good reasons, like don't steal, don't set fires indoors, etc. But here's the catch. This lesson often teaches blind obedience. You grow up afraid to question systems, authority, or how things have always been done. Your brain associates rule breaking with danger even, in situations where breaking the rules could spark creativity or necessary change. How to fix it? Use the why rule, exercise. Anytime you face a rule or tradition, pause and ask yourself, what purpose does this actually serve? This helps retrain your brain to analyze rules critically without turning you into a rebellious outlaw. Unless you want that vibe. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.